2020 continues to be plagued by disaster. In Asia, Typhoon Haishen lashed the Korean Peninsula after battering Japan. South Korea is still being affected by more bad weather as Typhoon Haishen moved along the Korean Peninsula after battering southwestern Japan and leaving 4 people missing. Monday, Typhoon Haishen had winds of 160 kilometers per hour, which made it equivalent to a low-end Category 2 hurricane in the Atlantic. It is the second major storm to hit the region in less than a week after the region was lashed by Typhoon Maysak on Wednesday last week. What is a typhoon? A typhoon is a mature tropical cyclone that develops between 180 degrees and 100 degrees east in the northern hemisphere. This specific region is referred to as the Northwestern Pacific Basin, and of course, it is the most active tropical cyclone basin on the Earth. This area accounts for almost 1/3 of the world's annual tropical cyclones. Typhoons occur in the northwestern Pacific areas of the Earth, while hurricanes occur in the North Atlantic, the central North Pacific, and the eastern North Pacific areas of the Earth. Approximately 1,640 South Koreans have been evacuated out of the storm's path, and 23,500 households remain without electricity as a result of the strong winds which were brought by Typhoon Haishen. 1 person was hurt in the South Korean city of Busan, which is on the country's southeastern coast, when strong winds flipped a motor vehicle. Turbine generators in 2 nuclear power plants in the country's southeastern city of Gwangju stopped automatically on Monday. Typhoon Haishen pounded the Japanese island of Kyushu on Sunday with wind speeds of nearly 195 kilometers per hour. 1 man was rescued, but 3 other men and 1 woman remains missing. Rescue teams are continuing to search for the 4 missing persons who disappeared after homes were washed into a river in southwestern Japan. Approximately 46 persons were hurt in Kyushu as the typhoon passed over Japan on Sunday. At least 253,530 households in Kyushu were still without electricity. Typhoon Haishen comes as the region continues to be affected by last week's Typhoon Maysak, which followed a similar path and also brought destructive winds and heavy rains. A cargo ship with 43 crew members and almost 6,000 cows on board also went missing near southern Japan during Typhoon Maysak on Wednesday. Search and rescue teams were suspended on Saturday as a result of bad weather. 3 sailors were rescued from the sea, but 1 of them later passed away. North Korea's state news agency also made a report that the country's leader Kim Jong-un had called on Pyongyang citizens to volunteer for repair efforts in the areas damaged by Typhoon Maysak. The North Korean leader mentioned that more than 1,000 homes were destroyed and homes and public facilities in South Hamgyong province were inundated, causing many persons to be displaced. The number of volunteers is continuing to grow as workers are following party members' examples. Although Japan and the Korean Peninsula often experience typhoons and torrential rain during the summer, the damage this year has been particularly bad. In western North Korea, after the typhoon, North Korean state media reported that dozens of buildings had been damaged and electricity and water systems had been impacted as well. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Let me know what you think about the disasters that continue to happen in 2020 and what you think about the 2 typhoons that affected these specific areas